Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy 16 stream. I'm your host, Starnum Lander, and it's time to continue. Alright, so unfortunately, where we left off last time, we got interrupted, the internet dropped, and that was unfortunate. But the good news is I'm in a better location. I'm hardwired in. This should be the best internet connection I've ever had. So with that said, let's just get right back into it, jump right back into the action where we left off. The insane icon battle that was taking place in the dead of night. No, wasn't the dead of night. I apologize. It was the awakening.
She's toying with me. I found you. You called me! Why?
Right back into it. Here we go. We've gone back a little bit, but that's alright, because it's all good.
Where is he? Where is the dominant? Not this time.
Takedowns. We probably said this last time, but larger enemies will become partially staggered when their will gauges reach 50%. And using Garuda's Deadly Embrace on partially staggered enemies will topple it, leaving it vulnerable to follow-up attacks. Let's go! Gerudo slain yet again. But as we know, it's not over yet. And we're back. It's about to be time for a freak yet again.
Clive!
Chunker! Let's go, dude. I love the icon battles. My favorite. Garuda's got moves, though. But so do we. No tornado for you. The freak does not care about your tornado, Garuda. You cannot escape me. Just because you can fly, that won't save you. With the tail whip. She's striking back though, dude. Aerial blast, I better back off. Yeah. Let her do her thing. Dodge the energy blast and then get back on her, dude. Boom, bitch. Get some. Can't mess with it, freak. Get her with the horns. You fuck with the freak, you get the horns, y'all. Boom. Sorry, I get excited when I'm an icon. I told you that flying shit wouldn't save you. Ooh, I got the R1 right on it, dude. You didn't even see the prompt. I was ready to go. I like to usually wait and see what I'm dealing with, though. The tail whip. am. It's alright. I've got firepower as well. As well as regeneration. Y'all see that arm come back? Pretty dope. I'm not done with you. Alright, let's get it. So I guess it's like regeneration's like a thing all icons seem to have, or at least most. Back on it. Boom, just heal through the damage. Nope. Overpower. I'll rip you asunder. Hellfire! I like how it says the name of the attacks. Pay attention to that, guys. That's how you can tell what the enemy's going to do. Experienced Final Fantasy player will know about that, but even in these live action games, they'll say the name of the attack. Or not live action, but you know what I mean. Wind Shard, the power of the icon Garuda made manifest. This shard of crystal is light as feather and can be heard to emit a soft hum when held to the ear.
Control it, Clive! It is you, isn't it, Clive? Stop this! Now!
The Dominant of Lightning, the Warden of Thunder, Rama. I love it, dude. Icons.
I said stop! You're too nice is your problem. Bloody mess, this. Clive.
ghost you've been chasing. It was inside you all along. I'll be damned if I know what that means. Why did you have to listen to him?
Sadly, Benedicta did not make it.
This can't be what you wanted, can it?
It's like, yes, she was a villain, but I mean, who's really a good or bad? It's like, she was, you know, a woman who had been exploited her whole life, so she started exploiting others in this, you know, like she said, using her talents to her own benefit. Who can really blame her, you know? She just lost her way in this terrible world and became overcome with ether. Seemed like they talk about, I don't know if she went Akashic, but that's something they talk about later whenever you become infused with too much ether. I don't know if she just went berserk or what, but anyway, sometime later in the Bellinus tour, things are always going on. There's always other parts of the world with conflict.
King is bold, but desperate.
Will you engage him personally, Your Highness?
Of course.
Griegel's breath fill your wings.
Bahamut! Now we see the icons of Odin and Bahamut.
It's Bahamut! The prince is with us!
So what, I believe this is the Holy Empire of Sanbreque versus Waluda, or whatever they're called, right? Yeah, the king, or whatever they call him, Odin here, is the king of Walud. Man, look at those graphics, dude. Looks real almost. So good. Yeah, and Bahamut is like the prince of Sanbreque.
Reform the cohorts. At once.
Your Highness.
Saboteurs.
Their attacks are frequent and widespread, even in the holy capital.
The capital. What of my father? Is
His
he...
radiance is safe. But he has ordered the city guard strengthened. We can expect no reinforcements.
That is of no matter. The Emperor's safety is paramount. I shall deal with our enemies here. All of them. It was me. I killed Joshua.
And now he knows the truth. What a hard truth it would be to bear.
Ah, you're awake. You're just full of surprises. First that trick with Garuda, then whatever the hell that other thing was. Didn't know you had it in you.
Do it.
Eh?
Kill me. It was me. I killed him. I killed Joshua. I killed them all. I'm a monster. And I deserve to die. So end it. End it now. Please. Please. Ah!
I reckon I can take you, if that's what you want. But first, I thought I'd give you the benefit of my timeless wisdom. It seems to me, you see, that since you're still breathing, you might as well make yourself useful. Get dressed. Pretty as you are, you're not my type. I'll, see you in the hall.
What are you going to do now?
The wages of guilt. Quest log. There are certain times during the game that side quests will become temporarily unavailable until the progress has been made through the main scenario. At such times, quest givers will be indicated with a log symbol.
May as well hear what he has to say.
Don't go making me throw you back in there now, eh?
All right, guys.
Odin and Bahama had at it by all accounts.
I love how chatty everybody is.
Gods. It's a wonder we didn't feel it here.
Alright guys, give me just 1 second. I need to run take care of just a quick matter. It won't be but a minute. And I was going to say this stream will probably, it might be a little bit shorter than normal. I just wanted to do a relatively quick follow-up stream to make up for the bad ending on the last one. With a much more powerful and secure internet connection, we should be good to go. I'd like to do at least another hour, so give me just 1 minute. I'll be right back and we'll just keep on going. Alright guys, sorry about that. We're back. While we're in the menu screen, let's go ahead and take a look over here. We're just so close to being able to get Flames of Rebirth, so we're just going to hold out just a little bit longer, and we'll be ready to go.
Yes? What? Taking an interest, are you?
Wondering why such a comely, cultured lady would cast her lot with this rabble? Because she's a special arrangement with the rabble-rouser, that's why. I scratch Sid's back and he scratches mine. Use me old trading connections to bring in whatever him and his little band need, and they pay what I ask.
The deal?
He's given me a home here, far from the prying eyes of those who'd wish me ill, and there's no shortage of them, believe you me. Okay.
Going purse weighing you down?
No, not really. Not for that. I have a Bastard Sword +1, she hasn't updated. No. None of it. But I always do like to restock my potions.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Ah,
Is that
I'll
all?
see. Thank you. That'll be it for today, ma'am. I always like to go over here and touch the art stone, update. Update the stages. You got your arcade mode now with Garuda. Stage replay. You can go back and just totally replay the chapter or whatever if you want.
Finally crawled out of the crypt, eh? You look like it. Although I thank you for doing us the courtesy of covering up.
Don't.
Ah, still have a bit of fight left in you? Then listen. I've arranged a meeting with Gav. In case you've forgotten, you're the one he's been putting his nose to work for.
For nothing.
Just listen. While you've been relaxing in your cell, Gav's been busy sniffing out your dominance. And according to his last report, he's picked up a scent. Gav's gone to a fair bit of trouble for you. The least you can do is hear the poor bugger out. He's going to meet us at the King's Fall. Pack your stuff. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Come on. Gav will be waiting for us. Get your stuff together.
Okay, well, first we gotta check our map, see what's new. Something at the Black Hammer. I love new gear. Let's see what we got.
Make it quick.
So, what'll it be?
Stormcry. Requires a wind shard to make it. That's what we got from Garuda, right? Makes sense. It's a cool name for a sword, too.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
And equip it.
Anything else?
That'll do her. Journey to King's Fall.
Alright now, Clive.
You're not gonna
go
go.
mad again, are you?
Hey, wasn't sure if he was gonna read it or not.
Clive, wasn't it? I heard you got locked up. Ah, don't look so down. Happens to the best of us. Well, us who are halfway interesting anyhow.
Oh, you look like someone shatting their shoes. Well, whatever's wrong with you, keep your chin up, eh? Stops you drowning.
Eat your food while it's hot and see that none goes to waste. Follow those two simple rules and you will always be welcome at the Fat Chocobo.
The Fat Chocobo. Look, there's a Moogle. He called it the Chocobo, though. It calls into question, you know, one of the many Final Fantasy questions
Young and so many
of
uses.
pronunciation of names. Dung has been used. Is it Chocobo or Chocobo? You decide.
Have you come for a tale? Or perhaps...
It's time to view the 1,000 tomes, guys. You know what that means. We have to do it. We gotta stay on top of it. Can't let it get out of hand. It's like weeds. They just keep growing. Harpocrates has had... He's had a revelation. The Valestian calendar, the dating system used throughout the twins, which marks the years of the realm they have passed, that marks the years of the realm that have passed since the signing of the Continental Accord some 800 years ago. In the centuries since, nations have risen and fallen, and the concord between them has faltered. But the calendar persists. Aegis. Dating back to antiquity, the term Aegis has historically been used to describe those ethereal entities that can be conjured by dominance. Aegis are capable of casting potent magics corresponding to the elemental alignment of their creators. Though unquestionably formidable, they will fade immediately should the dominant who gave them being happen to be slain. Okay, so that's all the Garuda clones that were out in that field. They're all gone now.
What subject shall we consider today?
Gav, Sid's faithful scout who puts his legendary nose to work in tracking the movements of slavers, soldiers, and any other object of interest to the hideaway. The ever agreeable fellow, only too gladly delving behind enemy lines if he can get a good story or two out of it. The Hooded Man, a mysterious man that many believe to be a dominant of fire. Clives first saw him at Phoenix Gate on the night of the Imperial invasion, and for years believed him to be the dominant of the icon that killed his brother, but to Clive's eternal chagrin, he has proved otherwise. Clive Rosfeld, an Imperial bearer turned deserter who joined forces with Sid to hunt down the second dominant of fire. However, after being drawn into a fierce battle with Benedicta, dominant of Garuda, the power of the mysterious icon Ifrit awakens within him, and he discovers that the dominant of fire he has long been searching for, the one who killed his brother, was none other but himself. Brutal. Ifrit, a fire-aspected icon that first emerged in the year of the realm of 860, when Imperial forces attacked the Rosarian stronghold of Phoenix Gate. Clad in infernal flame, the fiendish creature flung itself against the Phoenix, overpowering the icon with a strength and ferocity never seen before. Its reappearance was to usher in a second shocking revelation that its dominant was none other than Clive Rosfeld. Garuda, the Warden of Wind, who Benedicta transformed into during her ill-fated flight from the Empire. It takes the form of a fearful harpy summoning storms and tearing into the flesh of its prey with hawk-like talons. Its dominant is most often born among the descendants of the Motes of Wind, an ancient tribe that once dwelled in the lands spanning the Strait of Otha, what is now the Crystalline Dominion. See, we didn't know that. We didn't know about Motes of Wind. That's cool. I like that. That's what we're here for, is the lore stream. The Battle of Belinus Tor. That was what we saw earlier with Bahamut and Odin. It is a conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sanbreque and the Kingdom of Waylood, as I was saying, in the year of 873, having most vital territory to Sanbrequian forces. 8 years earlier, in the Battle of the Twin Realms, the Waylooders launched an assault on the eponymous peak, looking to regain a foothold in the Imperial lands on the opposite side of the Strait of Otha. Both sides fielded their icons, and in the ensuing showdown between Odin and Bahamut, an entire Sanbreque legion was lost, and the Waylooders regained their outpost on Storm. So now we know what happened. Persons of interest. Benedicta Harmon, commander of the Kingdom of Waylood's elite intelligences and dominant of Garuda. After Clive took her power at Caer Norvent and the keep was set to fire, she and her comrades were forced into making a hurried retreat, only to be set upon by bandits. What was left of Benedicta's power ran amok, summoning forth the raging whirlwind within which she was at last to lose her life at the hands of Clive Rosfeld and his icon Ifrit. Dion Lesage, As I was telling you, the prince, leader of the dragoons, the most elite warriors of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque, who are the first to leap into the fray when the Empire finds herself under threat. Often, literally, Dion is also the dominant of Bahamut, Warden of Light. And then there is Barnabas Tharmir, king of Waylude and dominant of Odin, the Warden of Darkness. At the Battle of Belenistor, he took only personal command of the royal army, but rode into the fray himself, galloping through the air atop his six-legged steed, and goading Bahamut into a duel that shook the skies. Quentin. The inscrutable landlord of Lost Wings Tavern, the leader of the village. Attendant of Margrace, servant of the man who goes by the name Lord Margrace. Together they travel across the Twins to some unknown end. Yes, the hooded man and his attendant. Then there's the attendant to the Crown Prince, second in command of the Dragoons, the foremost fighting force of the Holy Empire of Sanbreque. His sword remains ever at the ready should anyone be foolish enough to make an attempt on the life of his liege lord, Prince Dion. Gurlf, second in command of the Waylude's royal intelligence, serving under Benedicta Harma, killed by footpads while attempting to evacuate the strict and Benedicta from the collapsing Caer Norvent. To be honest, I thought those guys were like the men of the rock. I thought they were Hugo Kupka's men there at first to like rest Benedicta away to safety to take her to Hugo, but no, they were just some bandit guys with some badass axe skills apparently. Lay of the land. See, we're pretty on top of it. We're pretty good. There's just a couple new updates. The Holy Empire, we know what it is for the most part, but it's home to the Mother Crystal known as Drake's Head, as whose foot stands the holy capital of Oriflame. The Empire has been at war with the Kingdom of Waylude, situated just across the Strait of Altha ever since the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. And judging by their clash at Belenistor, neither side shows any sign of backing down. Okay. The Hanged Man. Quentin's Tavern in Lost Wing is called the Hanged Man. It is very much the beating heart of the village. Not only do the villagers congregate here to eat, drink, and make merry, it is also frequented by traveling traders seeking to load their wagons with Lost Wing's famous wine. The Great Wood, a vast forest in the southwestern part of Sanbreque's wildlife, thrives here, but the delicately balanced ecosystem has been thrown into disarray in recent years by the encroachment of the Blight. Remember the Blight? And the beast driven before it. So dangerous has it become that travelers rarely venture here anymore. Orabel Downs is in the southwestern Sanbreque, where the Great Woods ends, lie the secluded meadows of Orabel. Here the soil is rich and the climate temperate, while the sloped terrain provides ample runoff for rain, making the location perfect for the growing of wine grapes, something the residents of nearby Lost Wing take very seriously. Then there's Norvent Valley, an expansive river valley that cuts through southern central Sanbreque. The fortress of Caer Norvent rises along its eastern edge. And then there was the Eye of the Tempest. Here once did rage a storm born of the Dominant's madness, a storm within which the icon Garuda and Ifrit clashed. They were inside the tornado when they were fighting. Kind of reminds me of Berserk, the Eclipse event. And from which only one would emerge. Their struggle saw the landscape raised as holts, farms, and villages that had stood for ages were in but mere moments struck from existence. Now all that remains is a blackened waste, somehow even more lifeless than the blighted Deadlands. Belenistor is named for the highest of its peaks. Sanbreque's Belenistor is a region of rolling, grassy hills slightly inland of where the Strait of Altha meets the Sea of Grace. In the year 873, it was the site of a decisive battle, and the Kingdom of Waylude's failed bid to regain a foothold in Storm. Kingdom of Waylude, the sole surviving nation in Ash. Waylude has its capital at Stonehair, home of the Mother Crystal of the Drake's Spine. Its ruler, Barnabas Thermir, dominant of Odin and warden of darkness, so light and darkness going to battle there recently, dispatched units of intelligencers to Storm with orders to scout ahead prior to a full-scale invasion, having ceded territory to the Holy Empire in the Battle of the Twin Realms. The Waluders launched an attack on Belenus Tor with the intent of regaining their lost foothold on the continent across the strait, but they failed because Bahamut was too great. And then there's the Royal Knights of Waylude, the Kingdom of Waylude's main battle force, also known as the King's Guard. While they ultimately answered King Barnabas, the Knights' Order are usually issued by their Lord Commander, the Royal Intelligencer, a special unit led by Benedicta, dominant of Garuda. Notable exception to this rule, reporting as they do directly to the king. The Royal Intelligencers, we know about them, who led clandestine incursions. What did it say that's new? They normally report directly to the king, or at least they did until their disillusion in the aftermath of Cid and Clive's surprise attack on Caer Norvin. Thalon, a mining settlement in the southern part of the continent of Ash. It is known for the adamantite it produces, a resourceful, highly prized for its unrivaled durability, but this is both a blessing and a curse, leading as it has to repeated attacks by marauding orcs over the years. Though previously well protected, the encroachment of the Blight has seen citizens deserting in droves, leaving the town ever more vulnerable to attack. Okay. Just about bandits, I mean, come on. The mysteries of the realm. Icons. We know what icons are. We're good. Branded. Just little updates here and there. Semi-priming. The liberation of bears. That which Cid and his allies strive to do. Save bears from slavery. I mean, pretty straightforward, really. Obelisks. An airship. Come on, we know what that is. The Fallen is an ancient yet highly advanced civilization whose relics, said to be the remains of airships that once soared through the skies, can be found across the length and breadth of Alestia. Cid's hideaway is but one of many settlements to take a fallen ruin as its foundation, taking advantage of the sturdiness of the ceramics, which are stronger than steel. They are not, however, immune to the passage of time, and so the hideaway is in need of constant repairs. I think that's pretty good for now. Aliens, these are just people that need, help. Those who call upon the hideaway, their home, but nevertheless lend their strength to Cid's cause. There are many in the Twins who balk at the persecution of bearers, but cannot find within them the courage to oppose it, knowing what fate awaits them should their sympathies be exposed. Others take that risk, aiding Cid bearers' liberation efforts with information sent by Stolycis, the little psychic owls, monetary assistance, or direct action. Oh, there's crystal fetters, too. A restraining device for bearers and dominants that use precisely arranged and activated shards of crystal to disrupt the flow of ether through their flesh. It kind of reminds me of the Kairoseki cuffs in One Piece. If anyone watches One Piece, there's these. So the people, the characters, they have superpowers, but their kryptonite is like salt water. So they made these handcuffs out of salt water, or they have salt in them or something, and that like restrains their powers. It's kind of funny, but everything about One Piece is funny. Anyway, thus preventing them from priming or casting magics. So valuable are the materials from which they are made, and so rare the skill required to craft them. There are very few specimens in existence, and they are only employed when absolutely necessary. Yeah, they would be very rare, right? They're probably very hard to make. Marks? Emblems that Cid's allies distribute to those in their circle of trust. Oh, yeah, it's like when we got the sigil or whatever from the guy at Lost Wing that let everybody know. If you're in the know, then you know when you see one of these marks that that you're one of Sid's men, or that you're in with the leader of the town or whatever. So it's all pretty forward, pretty straightforward. And then there's still the bestiary. We have like Bahamut, the Word of Light, whose power dwells within Dion Lesage, Prince of Sandbreak, and the Holy Empire. The Gregorian faithful hold dragons to be sacred creatures, and Bahamut, the most sacred of them all. Because of this, as well as the protection it grants them, the icon is loved and revered by the imperial populace. Odin, the Warden of Darkness, who rides into battle atop his spectral steed, and whose black blade is said to be sharp enough to split the very seas in twain, his latest dominant, King Barnabas of Waylude. Rama, the Warden of Thunder, whose power most lately awakened within Sidolphus Telamon, the icon is known the realm over as a symbol of judgment, no doubt inspired by its sage men and the scepter with which it summons its 11 bolts. Folklore has it that not only are dominants of Rama blessed with the command of lightning, they are also granted a deeper understanding of the true nature of the world. Wow, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that part, actually. Sherarda, an ethereal conjuration summoned forth by Benedicta Harmon. When Clive encountered the dominant of wind near Lostwing, despite the size, the creature's heavily feathered wings did not seem to hamper its movement, which was disconcertingly nimble. More so than speed, though, it was Gerarda's array of powerful magics that set it apart from lesser foes. And then there was Suparna, an ethereal creation of Benedicta Harmon. When summoned in Cair Norvent alongside her twin Gerarda, the pair worked in tandem to attempt to overwhelm Sid and Clive, wielding a panoply of potent magics and deadly aerial assaults. Yeah. Orcs. I mean, we all know what orcs are, right? Come on. Vampire thorns. Yep. While most Flora is thought of as stationary, roots binding them to the soil upon which their matron seed first fell, there are some species which have an uncanny capacity for locomotion. Species such as Northern Storm's vampire thorn. Instead of drawing nutriment from the earth, these pitcher-like plants hide themselves in the undergrowth where they wait for prey to happily stumble by, at which time they rush out, emitting a foul cloud of mind-numbing pollen and viscous sap, to disorient the victim while they strike and strangulate with a pair of frighteningly long vines. Yeah. Hornets. Everybody hates hornets. Wolves. I mean, wolves are not good. Definitely don't want to get that. We're just going to look at the ones that are, like, especially unique. You know what I mean? Come on. Avis's middling dragons, whose membranous wings are attached to their forelegs rather than their torsos, and end in hook-like talons used to rip apart the flesh of their prey. Their abundance in northwestern Storm eventually resulted in mass domestication by the Imperial legions, which, alongside the spreading of the Blight, drove remaining populations south into the deserts of Dalmatia, where they now struggle for supremacy with existing species. Fascinating. Then there was Fafnir of the North. Now, this was a cool guy, right? An ancient dragon adapted exclusively for life on the ground, and as such is encased in a thick, bony armor. Though its kin once claimed dominion over the northern territories, the spread of the Blight inevitably forced the once gentle giant south in search of prey, and it became rabid or whatever. And then the Stoluses, I guess we looked at this before, but these are the psychic owls. Just as a reminder. And yeah, I think that's good. There we go. So,
you needed?
yep. Thanks a lot, man. Knocked it out. All right, let's keep going. The King's Fall.
Not so long ago, this here was a thriving trade route. Then the Blight came. The people left. And just like that, it was deserted. Making it the perfect little shortcut. Gab's waiting for us up ahead. Come on. Still feeling sorry for yourself?
Don't. Please.
Think about it, Clive. The rumours all point to... That was an Imperial signal. They shouldn't be here. The old fort's been abandoned for years. Our little chat can wait. I need to see what the bastards are up to. You go on ahead and meet up with Gab.
But we both know that...
No buts about it.
The Hunter and the Hunted.
This is stupid. I'm the dominant of fire. We sent Gav on a wild goose chase. More killing. It's over. Stay down. It's over. It's over.
Alright. Now we can buy the Flames of Rebirth. Strap it. Wait till you see that one. I'll do it soon.
What now? A beast man. Get him, boy! You're finished!
We got a Minotaur mane, which is used in everything from helm crest to hairbrushes, primarily by those people lucky enough never to have ever actually met with a Minotaur. And lo did Sir Crandall strike the mane from the beast and rob him of his strength from the noble knight, often mainly used in crafting.
Another perfect little shortcut, Sid. Straight to a nest of bloodthirsty beasts. Can't be much further now.
Excellent. Another fight.
Stay down! It's over!
Level up! Another Minotaur.
Let me through. is it, boy? After him! Don't let him escape! Gav!
Gav! We've got to go help Gav.
Who goes there? This one's a deserter! Take his head! Out of my way. You made your choice! You know what to do, boy. Stay down! It's over.
And then a real challenge appeared. A dragoon with his Drake.
There he is! Don't let him escape! Kill the deserter!
And a bunch of men. Let's go. But then appeared Rama.
Clive,
Or should I say
what's the
Sid?
situation?
You're late! Gav's in trouble!
What?
The Imperials are on his tail. We have to get to him before they do.
Understood. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? I'll take the dragon. You take the dragoon.
Sick of Torgal. You know what to do, boy. Die, you bastard!
Think that hurt me more than it hurt him. Sorry, lad. Don't know how much help I'm gonna be here.
Not this time. Get him, boy!
Alright. One down, one to go.
Full power! I like to unleash.
Sick of Torgal. Not this time. There, boy.
Since when could these bastards fly? But what goes up must come down. Bloody time waste there. Come on, let's finish him off.
That'll help.
You're done, Knight of the Dying Sun. Good fight, great stuff. Level up. We got the Imperial Link. Many have tendered explanations as to how Imperial Dragoons are able to leap to such absurd heights, from the power of prayer to a strict diet of hare, toad, and crickets. But none save the knights themselves know the truth. Whatever the secret, it is plain that heavy plate would only prove a hindrance, and so the Empire equips its dragoons with armor forged from lighter than linen mithril. Wow, that's crazy. This link is part of a vest that would have been worn beneath the breastplate. And I like how you also get meteorite. That's cool.
Come on.
Shit! Clive! Give me your hand!
Help me!
Help me! Help me, Clive!
I've got you.
There. Clive doesn't have your nose, I said. He'd stumble off a cliff, I said.
That's the trouble with a nose like mine. Can't help sticking it where it's not wanted. But if it wasn't for you two, my sniffing days would be over. Thank you. Truly.
So, what news?
Well, found out where your friend's heading for one thing.
Gav,
Him and his mate are on their way to your old stomping ground, Rosaria. You should have seen what they did to the Imperials who tried to stop them. There's no question about it. He's a dominant fire, all right.
he can't be.
Clive, I saw you turn into an icon before my very eyes. And yes, there's a good chance it was you who killed the Phoenix. But we weren't alone, were we? It was the fellow you saw enter the whirlwind. Aye. I saw him too. You didn't dream it, Clive. He's out there.
But who is he?
Don't ask me. I don't bloody know. But I do know one thing. You're gonna find him and find out. After all, you swore an oath.
What?
You swore you'd avenge your brother's death. That you'd never rest until you'd hunted down the man responsible. So, find out if this man's responsible and kill yourself if he's not.
Sid, I...
Don't thank me. Thank Gav.
Gotta love that logic.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Gav's a real one. So is Sid.
No birds returning this year.
The Deadlands have swallowed their roosts, like as not. We're running out of time.
We'll be in Rosaria in a day or two.
Back to where it all began.
Look at that.
He must be stopped.
Who does that look like, y'all? I think we all know who it is. The other dominant of fire? I mean, come on. Alright, back to the hideout.
Spitting great gouts of fire he was, like a bleeding volcano.
Ever seen a volcano?
What? You think I'm having you on?
Clive! Your friend. She's awake.
Right.
Go to her, you fool. Right, you lot. Enough slacking. Goots, come with me. Gav, go and get those wounds seen to.
Oh, give it to me straight. How long have I got?
So?
All in good time. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Jill.
Let's get this fixed before someone does themselves a mischief.
It's true then. It really is you.
It is.
Clive! You're alive.
So are you. I still can't believe it. Are your wounds healed?
Yes. Talia told me what happened. You saved my life.
After nearly taking it, I had no idea. Forgive me, but how did you ever come to be there, Jill? Fighting for them.
The Iron Blood. They invaded not long after the news arrived about Phoenix Gate. Rosaria had lost her leaders. The Duchy was in chaos. The Iron Kingdom saw our weakness and pounced upon it. They killed the men and captured the women.
And took you back to Ironhome.
I thought they meant to have their fun with me before the end. But the end never came. My powers awoke, and everything changed. It all happened so fast.
We were told that the Iron Blood had captured a dominant and planned to bring her on their latest crusade.
They gave me a choice. To fight for them on the battlefield, or see my countrywomen slaughtered.
And they call us dominants.
What? What happened, Clive? What happened at Phoenix Gate?
It was me. I killed Joshua.
No, that's not true. I know you. You wouldn't do that.
It's the truth. I changed into him again, not long ago. The second icon of fire. The one responsible.
Clive.
When I think back to that night... The hooded man, he spoke to me. What did he say?
That part doesn't quite make sense yet. We have found you.
We have found you.
How could we be seeing the hooded man in the past if it's who we think it is?
To Phoenix Gate.
I don't know.
I need to know what really happened. And so do you. You need to know for certain. And if what you told me is true, and you did what you said you did, then we will face it together.
Jill, All right.
You'll be needing a change of clothes, then. Out you go, your lordship. We wouldn't want you getting overexcited.
Sorry.
I'll see you soon then, Clive.
I should be ready too. We've a long journey ahead of us.
I thought I told you to make yourself scarce. Your friend needs to get dressed.
We're looking at half a dozen, maybe more.
What do you want?
To say farewell. We're leaving.
Good decision. Better that than buried out there in the black. You've got a lot to thank that girl for, you know.
I know. And I will.
Now, what do you really want? We both know you don't come here for conversation.
Gaia Blade, huh? I don't know. I have to see what Blackthorn has first.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Says, yeah, Gaia Blade is great.
Off you go then. And best of luck.
I should probably say thank you to Gav, too.
Make it quick. So, what'll it be?
So I can use that Imperial Link to make battle chains +1. Oh, but I need it for the Gaia Blade too, or the, yeah, Gaia Blade +1. Somehow better than Stormcry. It's crazy. Oh, I have 2 Imperial Links? So maybe I can make both?
Should last you a good while.
No? Oh, I don't have quite enough Weirite. That's interesting. We'll pick that up later then. Need Minotaur main? Another one, I guess? Huh. Did I use one when I made the first one? I thought I had Minotaur main. Weird.
That it? Fine.
Isn't the Moogle funny? I wonder what it's trying to say.
So check out that Gaia Blade. That's like almost a greatsword, I'd say. It's got the kind of a crescent tip almost, with a cross pommel. Pretty cool looking. I like it. And as we can see, we have some new side quests unlocked. But I feel like this is probably a good stopping point for now. Like I said, probably going to do something of a little bit of a shorter stream. So just to follow up from the poor ending on the last stream. But from now on, guys, we should be good on the connection. So no worries on that. And everything should be good. So expect me back at another time, and we will continue our journey with the Valestian heroes and the icons. Let's see, what did we cover? We took out Garuda, and we made progress with the tomes and whatnot. We had to go save Gav. I'm not really even sure. I kind of forgot what was even going on with that. He was scouting ahead for something, I suppose. Looking for our second icon of fire, I suppose, which we now know has been revealed to be Clive himself, is Ifrit. I mean, we knew that, but now he knows it as well. So that's good to go. But yeah, I think we'll stop it there, call it for now, and pick up next time. So look forward to the continued adventures here in Final Fantasy 16. And until then, take care, guys. We'll see you next time.